Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well today. I have had a great day, a great weekend. I am home from a recent trip to meet up with some girlfriends in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, the home of Dolly Parton, where I did a little shopping in the Old Mill, around the Old Mill area. I believe the Old Mill was, I'm gonna say the wrong date, 1800 something. I can't remember the exact date, but it's where you can go like into an old mill that's been converted into an area for breakfast. I'm not even sure if they have other meals during the day, but I do know they serve breakfast. It's wonderful. There are lots of little shops called the Island around there. There's also a little grill that you can eat at that has wonderful shrimp and grits and salmon and lots of cool things that you can eat. And so we just had a weekend away. Some girls from my hometown, if you follow me at all, you know I've recently moved in the last 6 months and am now in Eastern Tennessee, close to Pigeon Forge. But we met there to have a girls' weekend, some girls from my hometown that I used to work with. And so, yay, it was great. And just wanted to share a few things. I picked up a copy of El Cid, one of the classics, and I'm not sure of the date of this. I think I found somewhere, it's not very expensive, $5.99, but I think I found it to be 1935. I'm not sure, but look at this paper. I love how old it has gotten. I can't wait. And it is also in French. So yay for me and yay for somebody, because I want to use it in our journal today, or our journal creations today. Then I found an old, excuse me for that little scrap line there, old Concord, Alan French and Hornby, some really cool, just a book. This one says 1916 in there. The copyright date looks like 1915 at a Little Brown and Company in Boston by Alan French with drawings by Lester Hornby. So it is full of some really cool, I want to say these are that yellow, like a sepia. Doesn't have brown like sepia, it's a black, but a yellowed paper there as well. And then some cool font and wonderful pages that all have that deckled edge to them. The signatures look like they're all hand sewn. I can't tell if they're hand sewn, but I believe that's what has been happened. But I look forward to using this book as well. And so let's get started. Let's just see if we see in there a picture that we might want to use. It'll need to be something small because I have, oh look right here. And from a page that says chiefly literary, and look, some of this great creamy paper that we can use out of the book as well. I almost hate to use the picture. I love the picture, but I love the creamy of the paper as well. Okay, so we're gonna do both. Let's take some text and the picture, and what I'm gonna be using as a base to play with today is the Old Mill. Also has a candy kitchen there, and they have some delightful things for your kitchen. They're not paying me for any of this. They don't know I'm saying any of this. It was just a fun girls' weekend. So anyway, taffy and candies and things, whatnots that you can purchase. And so you can buy those by the bag, by the pound, and by the half pound. And I picked up a couple of extra and said, would you sell me some of these? And for the couple that she gave me, she said no, because I did make a purchase. So just a simple white bag, but it is stamped with this lovely information in red and white, the Old Mill, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It tells you where you can call them and visit them online, so that's kind of cool. And I just simply want to make a bag, decorate a bag with some of the new items that we found. I have also pulled some red and white paper, maybe to add to that. I don't know if we will. And then this El Cid, because wow, 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 wow. Okay, so I am seeing this here. See this, the smaller text and the larger text, and I'm gonna stand to see if I'm halfway in screen. So about right here is my halfway. Just wanna try to mark that a little bit better. And that way you can see me as I am trying to decorate this red and white bag. I hope everybody else had a great weekend. Hope everybody's having a great day. I am videotaping ahead, so who knows what the weather will be like at the time that we actually have the airing of this. So I don't want to cover all of the red and white up. I want to keep the integrity of that. And that's part of why I wanted that. I also want to keep the fact that it does say Old Mill there. This paper just really tears so delightfully. Okay, so we have that. And then we'll do this on the side where it's white. Let's get some of this text. Wow, where do I start tearing? In here maybe. Let's see what happens. Okay, and this is the text from the other book. Okay, it doesn't even have to be there. Again, I want to keep the Old Mill intact. I want to keep that red and white there. Okay, let's go ahead and stick that on. I have a little label with red and white as well that I thought I could use. So actually today is March the 20th, so this is Monday and I am videotaping in the afternoon. This is actually after my trip. I've come home, have a load of clothes in the wash machine. You know how that goes if you're traveling. But it's just such a beautiful day today, and I wanted to take advantage of my purchases so that I can be working. I'm working on a couple of journals that I will be sharing with you shortly, and I'm very excited for that. But we had just a great girls' weekend. We did shopping, we sat around and talked. Oh, let me tell you this. We stayed at a place called the Christmas Inn, or the Inn at Christmas, might have been Christmas Village, I'm not sure. If you've ever been to the Pigeon Forge area, you know this area very well. There is a white Christmas store on the left-hand side of the road if you're getting ready to go, or if you were headed toward Gatlinburg in that direction. And I don't know north, south, east, and west. But if you're headed in, and before you get to the island, that area, I believe it's before the island. I might not be right there, but you can find it. It's just called The Inn, I-N-N, and maybe Christmas Village, or it says something about Christmas. They do Christmas 24/7, 365 days a year. And you guys, this place was fantastic. Santa sings. Oh, I forgot to think about how I wanted to utilize that. Usually I use that as a pocket. Let's open it up so that we have the integrity of the red and white here, and we'll put the pocket on this side. And you can see that I'm just gluing down the edges so that I am creating a little tuck, or pocket actually is what I'm creating. And I am going to, let's see if I can do this here. Usually I turn it over to look to see if I even have it in there. And wow, I'm sorry about that. I certainly didn't get it where you could see what I was doing. I'm so sorry. Okay, got the edges, making sure they're down pretty good and tight. A little bit of paper not glued here, just on the back. I'm going to glue that down. And then we have the edges. I think I'm going to bring in this red and white paper. And all of my scraps go zipping across the table. I apologize. But this place is great. Santa, like every other night at 8 o'clock, he presents songs. So here we have this live performance from Santa. Children are sitting in the middle of the floor. We're singing jingle bells in front of the fireplace. It looks like an old Bavarian inn. There are balconies with most of the rooms. All of the rooms have some kind of Christmas decorations in them. You walk into full-size trees and nativity scenes and Santas everywhere and elves, and just, it is so delightful. They serve breakfast for you, full-size breakfast they serve. You have to go in, you can choose omelets and whatever you want in the omelets, they're fixed for you right there. And you stand in line, it's kind of cafeteria style, but they serve. You do not pick up any utensils. It's all done very cleanly. Everybody is so nice. It's like, so in March, one of these last weekends here in March, just as we're turning into spring, this is sort of the end of their off season. But even in their off season, these people are so nice. They're friendly, they stay out of your way, they're professional, but they are the kindest people. We had a lady who was cleaning rooms, and I'm going to mention her name too. Her name is, no, maybe I better not do that. Okay, so anyway, this lady, she was so kind. She told us about things that were going on. They do a scavenger hunt. She told us to look at the rooms that people were checking out of. They were able to show only the rooms where people were checking out. And we got to see some of the larger rooms, some suites that were great to bring back our families for the holidays. I mean, they were just incredibly kind, very nice people, and professional, not in your way or anything of that nature, just very, very kind. And this one lady could have been in marketing, because she pretty much, you know, if the decorations and just the kindness of the work staff and the food and the Santas and whatnot, the novelty of it all. None of us had stayed there before, and we just sort of wanted to have a fun weekend, so that's what we chose to do. But this lady just really took her time, and you know, she had lots to do, I'm sure, but she was just very kind. And so we did walk down the hall and talk to the lady that was cleaning a suite at the other end of the hall, and she said, yes, come on in. You know, if they're checking out, just like the other lady had said, we can show you the room. And she took the time to do that. And where do you see that ever? First of all, we're all going through a hiring shortage, I think, around the world. I know we are. It seems like in most places. I think I'm going to tear the edges of this, just in keeping with sort of the oldness, the tornness of the other text pages that I have included. We'll let this one be torn as well. Again, it's that nice old paper. It's so brittle and tears so easily. I'm just trying to hold my thumb there where I don't want to tear it, so that I'm getting most of the drawing. I love this. So nice. Okay. Look at that. Oh, I love that. Okay, this is going to be a cool pocket in my next journal. And I have a few fun things that I purchased to go here. Some artwork as well. A man that knew Dolly Parton's Uncle Bill and is an artist. He's been an artist since he was 14. What's that man's name? Ogle, I believe is his last name. And just everybody everywhere was so great. Santa was great. He wanted to have his picture made even with old ladies that were meeting up after their retirement age girlfriends, having a good time for a weekend. And he was very delightful. He was wonderful with the children, but he really, he catered to all of us. He was super nice, really nice guy. And his singing was good. He had a great voice. He played the guitar. Okay, so now you can see there is a pocket or a little tuck here, and there's a pocket that's going to be on this side. And if I cut open this edge here, which is the same as this edge, I will put just a little finger hole there as well. In 1 second, when I finish cutting that open, let's make sure I got it all the way open. Yes, there it is. There's a nice little pocket that will be on this side. Okay, there's something glued here. 1 second while I play with that. I don't want to tear it, but I do want to open it up a little, all the way across there, if it's going to open. I know I didn't glue that down, but I should have checked that before I actually started working on it, I guess. It's just simply glued from the inside. And I'm sure that happened when they were making the bag and gluing it at the factory. A little glue seepage never hurt anybody, right? Okay, so you can, maybe you saw that there's a little end here, and this is not the red and white that I put on there, but the edge of the bag was just not glued down completely. A little glue never hurt anything. It goes right back together. Okay, so I still have red and white tuck here. I have a pocket here. Look how far my hand will go, all the way down to that middle section that will be in the book. Okay, you can see it going in. No obstruction there. Same on this side will happen. My hand will go all the way down, which means you can put the card, let's see, do I have any pages? Sometimes I leave pages out. Well, I don't have a journal handy. Oops. But there you have that. I do want to use this. Let's see. I see a little edge here where it's not glued. Let me go back and glue that. Make sure that's down. I also don't think that right there is either. I don't want those edges to be pulled up. They're brittle and they will tear off easily, and that might be okay, but I don't want to send it out that way. I want to make sure it's down. Good, good, good. Yeah, okay. So, do I want to just put that inside the pocket there and let it stick out? One on the pocket. It's too big for me. Do I want it there? Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll go along the side edge and put down that label. Okay, so if you're anywhere near Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, you can get there for a weekend or whenever, it's great. This little Christmas Inn would be great to take your children to. It would be great to take your grandchildren to. It's just a very delightful place. And like I say, there were 3 old girls, all of us retirement age, who simply wanted to get together for a weekend and go do something we'd never done, maybe check it out for our own families, but just have some fun. We had a great time. We went on a scavenger hunt. There are some beautiful art pieces hanging up in the hotel. Everything everywhere, every floor in the hallway, all is decorated. Even the pool area has Christmas ornaments hanging in it. And some of the artwork had hidden pictures in there. And then we also went on scavenger hunts, and we had a ball. We really had a good time. I'm just saying. Okay, here is something, so I'll just show you. I believe this is not too wide that it'll fit in there. I might be wrong, but here you can have a card in this side, card in this side. You could also put a card on this side, depending on what page you want to use that on, and as well as this side. And I haven't finished decorating. I'm going to finish decorating here. I want something red, I guess, that I haven't pulled out. And I noticed that I've been so busy talking, I didn't even get this side. I'll do that too. Okay, but I just wanted to share with you, go on a vacation. Look around for paper ephemera in the coffee shops, in a candy shop, in a jewelry store, in a bookstore, wherever you go, something that's paper, and ask if you can have an extra sheet of that tissue paper that has the store name on it, or a bag or something that you can use. It's a lot of fun. It's going in a junk journal, right? We sometimes don't like to call them junk journals anymore, but it's going in a journal, so you have something that's great to use, and it's a lot of fun in the meantime, and you make some good memories with some friends or with family. I hope you get to do the same thing soon. All right, have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.